Dolphins fans, happy Friday! We are kicking off the weekend by getting you guys a fan-led mock draft during our live show yesterday. Thanks to everyone who participated, by the way. We did a fan-led mock draft. In today's video, we're going to break down the results, some interesting picks that y'all made. But first, it is National Dolphins Day, so go spam the Dolphin logo or the Dolphin emoji down in the comment section. Spam the Dolphin emoji down in the comment section. John Ruiz, I better see 100 Dolphin emojis from you down in the comment section. Go spam the fin emoji for National Dolphins Day. Taking a look at the Dolphins draft picks before we get into this mock draft, they have a league low for draft picks. So I think a lot of us are thinking, oh, maybe we should trade down, add some picks. We got the 51st selection in round 2. That is the Dolphins' first pick. And with that pick, Dolphins fans selected Steve Avila, the guard from TCU. Chad Jones actually selected Steve Avila, the guard from TCU. Shout out to our Super Chat MVP. He's likely going to start at left guard for the Dolphins if they take him. Was the starting left guard for TCU last season, who made the national championship game. He was a vital part of that Frogs offensive line. Did not allow one sack all year. Max Duggan was very well protected, led to him being the Heisman runner-up. Just 2 hits allowed, 9 hurries, and a run grade of 67. Needs to work on his pass protection a little bit, but I would love this pick because the Dolphins have got to prioritize the offensive line in this draft. You could take Steve Avila, who could immediately start for you at left guard and would be a huge upgrade over Liam Eichenberg at that position. The Dolphins have got to do everything they can to solidify that offensive line and keep Tua healthy. Do you want to draft Steve Avila? Type T for take or P for pass down in the comment section. Go down and let me know. Do you want to draft TCU guard Steve Avila? Now let's get to the Dolphins' third-round selection, which is 84th overall. But wait, Kevin Fisher, one of our loyal subscribers, he decided to trade back and add a draft pick. Let's take a look at these trade details from our guy, Kevin Fisher. He traded with the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals move up 8 spots, and in the process, give the Dolphins their 4th-round pick. So the Dolphins move back 8 spots and add a 4th-round pick, and they currently do not have a 4th-round pick. So I really like this trade. But would you do this trade? Type Y for yes or type N for no down in the comment section. Kevin Fisher did this trade. Would you have done this trade, trading back 8 spots and adding a 4th-round pick in the process? That's supposed to say pick 92. That's my fault, probably. Yeah, that's my fault. I'm sorry, Jack. Forgot we traded back. Yep. And before Kevin traded that pick, most people were voting to take Wanya Morris, who was still on the board 8 picks later, and Dolphins fans did select the offensive tackle from Oklahoma. He was the starting right tackle at OU the last 2 seasons. Taking a look at his 2022 PFF grades, nearly 600 snaps, an overall grade of 76.6, pass blocking grade of 73.9, and a run blocking grade of 76.9. So you could draft Morris here in the 3rd round, and I think he could start at right tackle day 1, or at the very least compete with Austin Jackson for that spot. I think you should draft an offensive tackle, maybe sign a guy here in the next few weeks in free agency, but the Dolphins definitely need to add an offensive tackle in free agency or the draft. Have someone come in and compete with Liam Eichenberg for that spot. I know Austin Jackson for that spot. I know a lot of y'all are tired of inconsistent offensive line play from the Dolphins. I'm sure a lot of you are tired of some of your bad habits. Cold turkey might be great for sandwiches, but there's a better way to break free from those pesky habits, and it doesn't involve weird mind voodoo or other bizarre tactics. Introducing our sponsor, Fume, an innovative award-nominated device that helps you kick bad habits to the curb by focusing on the good parts. Scan the QR code on screen to learn more. Fume is all about embracing the natural. It's not electronic, and instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Best of all, it's free of harmful chemicals and packed with delicious all-natural flavors. The adjustable airflow dial and movable parts and magnets make it perfect for fidgeting, which can help alleviate stress and anxiety while you break your habit. I wasn't really sure what to expect at first, to be honest, but I was pleasantly surprised by the taste, feel, and look of Fume. Breaking a habit can be tough, but with Fume, it's easy, enjoyable, and even fun. With over 100,000 customers and countless success stories, there's no reason you can't be next. Start your journey toward a healthier lifestyle with the Journey Pack from Fume. Try it. Visit fume.com/chatsports. Use code chatsports for 10% off when you purchase the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com/chatsports. Don't forget to use code chatsports for 10% off your order. The link is down in the comments or the description, or better yet, just scan that QR code right there. Get started with the Journey Pack from Fume today. Again, that link is down in the comments and the description of today's video. Taking a look at what the Dolphins' starting offensive line could look like if this mock draft becomes reality. Terron Armstead, the left tackle. Steve Avila, the left guard. So Liam Eichenberg out of that spot. Connor Williams, the center. Robert Hunt, the right guard, and Wanya Morris, the right tackle, instead of Austin Jackson. And I think that offensive line looks significantly better than what you have right now. And I'm sure a lot of us probably want the Dolphins to take a tight end early on. But if you go with two offensive linemen with your first two picks, I would not have a problem with that whatsoever. Subscribe if you want daily Dolphins news and rumors videos. We're bringing you daily Dolphins content even in the offseason, and we're going to have you covered with Dolphins draft content. Going to get you guys some more mock drafts here in the coming weeks. We're less than 2 weeks from the draft, so hit that subscribe button below. Moving on now to our fourth-round pick, again, that was added in the trade with the Bengals. And we do add a tight end here. Zack Kuntz, the tight end from Old Dominion. Of course, the Dolphins need a tight end after losing Mike Gesicki in free agency. Taking a look at the stats here from Kuntz after he transferred from Penn State to Old Dominion. Now, did not play that much this past season due to injury, so only 144 yards. But you take a look at that 2021 season where he had a full season, nearly 700 yards, 5 touchdowns, 73 receptions. He's an impressive talent, and I think would be a value pick here in the fourth round for the Dolphins. Could probably get involved right away. When you look at the Dolphins' tight end depth chart right now, Ethan Carter was cut. You trade Hunter Long, obviously, in the Jalen Ramsey deal. Mike Gesicki leaves in free agency. So these are your three tight ends right now. You did sign Eric Saubert. He was a decent second tight end in Denver. More of a blocker than a pass catcher. Tanner Connor, we'll see if he gets more involved, the UDFA from 2021. But I would really like the pick of Zack Kuntz. I do believe the Dolphins need to draft a tight end, and I prefer if they took one a little bit earlier. I know I mentioned earlier about, I wouldn't mind offensive tackles or a guard here in the second or third round, but adding that fourth-round pick and taking two offensive linemen and a tight end with those first three picks, that's pretty intriguing. Do you want to draft Zack Kuntz? Type 1 for yes or type 0 for no down in the comment section. Again, the tight end from Old Dominion. Do you want to draft Zack Kuntz? Let's fast forward to the sixth round now, where Dolphins fans selected Mikel Jones, the linebacker from Syracuse, 3-year starter at Q's, nearly 300 career tackles. A little bit undersized, but a hard-hitting physical linebacker. And I've watched a lot of him over the last couple of years as a Syracuse alum. He's a top-notch talent and would be a steal here in the sixth round, I believe, and would probably, make this team, I think, as a sixth-round pick. Taking a look at the linebacker depth chart right now, you added David Long, you added Malik Reed, you bring back AVG, you bring back Duke Riley. I think Melvin Ingram will leave. I think Sam Aguavin's going to be gone. Those two are still looking for new homes in free agency. Cameron Good is a name that we might see more of next year. But I would still expect the Dolphins to add a linebacker here in free agency or the draft. I very much expect them to add a defensive tackle. Could that be Jacob Slade out of Michigan State, who Dolphins fans picked in the 7th round here in the fan-led mock draft? 60 tackles the last 2 seasons at Michigan State. Now, the Dolphins do not have a backup nose tackle right now, which is not good because John Jenkins left for Las Vegas. Zach Sealer, Christian Wilkins, maybe they're extension candidates, but if not, they're going to be free agents next year. So I definitely think you need more defensive line depth, and we are hearing reports that the Dolphins are certainly doing their homework on both edge rushers and interior defensive linemen. Maybe Jacob Slade is one of those guys they're looking at. Let's take a look at our fan-led mock draft results. So you fixed the offensive line, I think, adding Steve Avila and Wanya Morris with your first 2 picks. In the 4th round, the pick you added from the Bengals trading down, you addressed the tight end need, adding Zack Kuntz. You get a solid backup linebacker, Mikel Jones out of Syracuse, and then a backup defensive tackle, Jacob Slade from Michigan State. Grade the fan-led mock draft. What do you think? Type A, B, C, D, or F down in the comments section. Grade the fan-led mock draft. It was with our PFF. It was with the PFF mock draft simulator, and they gave us an A-. So that is pretty good. Be sure to subscribe for more Dolphins draft content. Got the draft coming up. In less than 2 weeks, we're going to get you guys a draft meetings tracker video next week. Tell you every single prospect that the Dolphins have met with here as we get closer to the 2023 NFL Draft.